you're watching my 33-week pregnancy vlog. It's Friday, July 18th, 2014, and tomorrow, on Saturday, I'll be 34 weeks. So that's pretty crazy. That means there's 6 weeks, give or take, left, hoping that it's, you know, on the dot at 6 weeks, or maybe even just a little less. Alright, so I'm going to start out with a little haul. We went to Walmart and got a bunch of like cleaning things, a new mop, a new bucket, some wall mops. Well, they're not specifically for the wall, but we want to clean our walls. We want to like do a really good cleaning 1 or 2 days near the end of July, early August, and then we'll do a small cleaning just before she's born, the week or two leading up to that. I am going crazy with nesting. We got the changing table from his parents, so I cleaned that really well, and I actually set it all up, all the diapers, wipes, and all the baby cleaning products are there as well, such as baby powder, jelly, lotions, this, that, and everything. We got the car seat from them. I just have to clean it, and that'll be fine. Then we can make sure that's in the car and ready to go. And the amazing thing is that his parents and sister bought us a stroller. It's a jogging stroller for a baby shower. And very luckily, the car seat they gave us is the same brand, and it fits as a travel system. How amazing is that? The thing is that the stroller was too big for her as a newborn, so we would have had to buy an insert. Now I don't have to buy an insert because we can just stick her in the car seat and use the stroller that way. It's pretty exciting. We're pretty happy about that. We cleaned up our room to make room for the crib, so now there's room for the crib when his parents bring that, and it's so exciting. Things are happening. We cleaned up our dining room a bit, which we don't use as a dining room, but we cleaned it up, and we cleaned up some of our living room, and things are looking much better. So we still have a long ways to go, but we're doing pretty good. And we also got this is another haul. I'm going to show you what we got. And one of my friends, Jen, she gave us some diapers for size 4 or 5, which is great because we don't have any of those. We have newborn 1 and 2. And then she gave us some little swimmers. She didn't use them for her son, so she had some left over, so she gave them to us. These are the little swimmers, small for 16 to 20 pounds. And she gave us this package of Elmo diapers, which is awesome. Our friends Tara and Nathan, there was a sale at Walmart for onesies for $1. And she's like, I really had to pick them up. And I was like, oh my god, that's so awesome. So she bought us 4 of them. Really thoughtful. I love this one. Canadian Princess. And she's definitely Canadian. It's for 6 to 12 months. So when Canada Day comes next year, she'll be able to wear that. We've got this 3 to 6 month onesie as well with apples and flowers. And this 3 to 6 month onesie of owls. I love it. It's so adorable. Pink and yellow owls. 6 to 12 month onesie of a cupcake. So awesome. Thank you, Nathan and Tara. We really appreciate that. And thank you so much, Jen, for the diapers. As you know, we're very thankful. Today in the mail, I don't know how I ended up getting double sample. It's the same exact thing. 8 of the liquid Similac, 59 milliliters, 2 fluid ounces. The nipple that goes with it. A $15 certificate, $7 and $5 off. And 2 containers of powder. And some lucky person, if we can't use it because we're strictly breastfeeding, we'll get this paid forward to them. Then the things we bought today. Out of these things, $78 was money from the shower and money from my great aunt and gift card from Justin and gift card from Lisa and Tia. So that was $78 of that, but the rest we paid for with our own money. These wipes were on sale today, so I bought 3 boxes of them. And then we got a bottle warmer. We got bottles. They're nursing bottles, which is great. Some newborn up to 10-pound Huggies. And they have the umbilical cord cut out because we didn't really have any with the umbilical cord cut out, and we need that. That is very important. Then I've got size 1 as well, in case she grows out of the newborn real quick. And then we've got nursing pads. I got 2 different kinds, Johnson's and Avent. I want to see which one I like better. For one, the Avent are night pads, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Super absorbent, I imagine. I got her a $1 onesie. I couldn't pass it up. Also Canada, and it's 12 to 18 months, so she might be able to wear it for her second Canada Day. We shall see. Then I got a nursing bra, wire-free, because of course I'm going to need that. And then a pair of pajamas, just for the hospital and whatever. They're kind of Grammy looking, but you know, I want comfort, and I want to be able to nurse my child without having to worry about being able to get off what I'm wearing. On to that haul I was talking about. So we went to Walmart, and as I said, we got some cleaning supplies to do our good cleaning. In this haul we got a bottle drying rack and some Rubbermaid containers, a large one for her toys, and then I got a small one for diapers and wipes to keep in the living room, because her changing table is going to be in our bedroom. It's good to have some stuff out here in case, you know, she goes and I need to clean her up in the living room. We bought a potty, milk bags that we can freeze or just put in the fridge until she's ready to drink it. It's for breast milk specifically. And then I saw this gorgeous little shirt. It was on sale for $2. And I was like, I can't pass that up. And it's 0 to 3 months, and it says dress up. It's got little shoes on it and little sunglasses and flowers. And it's pink. I mean, come on. So adorable. I already did like loads and loads of laundry. Like a week and a half ago or something, I did like 4 loads of her stuff. And then I just did like 3 more. And I've got a box of clothes from someone else coming today. When my mom comes to visit me, my stepfather went to where he's from, and one of his brother's wives had a box of clothing for me. Thank you so much, Tammy. I haven't gotten to look at it yet, but when my mom comes tonight, I can't wait to look at it and put it in next week's vlog. Then I have someone else who my aunt knows, who just had a baby girl a few months ago, and the baby's grown out of some clothes, so she's giving me a bag of clothes. So I'll be showing you guys that next week too. Thank you so much, Holly. If you see this on Jeanette, let her know that I said thank you, or pass it along to her so she can watch it. So I had a wish list on Amazon.ca, and not everything was bought. A lot of stuff was bought off of there. However, some of it wasn't, and I really wanted her to have these things that I put on the list, which is why they were on the wish list. So some of them are appropriate for her when she's born, and she'll be using them then. However, some of them I'm just going to give to her for Christmas, because like there's one thing that's like 6 months and above, or 3 months and above, so she'll be 4 months at Christmas, and that would be more appropriate. Her head's going to be more stable then. I'll show you the things that I'm giving her once she's home. There's this little O-ball rattle, fun rattle sounds. And it's pink, and it's got little holes in it and little tiny balls. And so she should have fun with that. And then I got her some, like she has 1 pair, but she needed some more no scratch mittens, and these are newborn to 3 months. I'll be putting one of these and the hospital bag, but right now they still need to be washed because they just got here yesterday. There's this book called First 100 Words, Parent's Guide with over 100 first words to read and lots of pictures to look at. This book will help encourage early learning skills, age 0+. So this is going to be a really good book, but we're not just going to read her the book. Whenever we read her the book, we're going to have something that's close to real life or real life. So like when she goes green pear, I'm going to try and have a pear. When she says red shoes, well, she won't be saying it at first, but when we say it, I'm going to show her either a pair of red shoes or just, that way she can touch, feel, see, hear, that kind of thing. This is really nice. So I'm pretty excited for her to get into this as she's getting older and progressively learning things. And I bought these foam mats for her. That way we can lie her on her back, on the floor, and don't have to worry about, I don't know, like we're going to be pretty clean, but it's like, you know, little dirt speckles and stuff. And this is just easy to take off the floor, sterilize, and put back down on the floor. And wherever she goes, like if I go to a friend's house and have a play date, I'll be bringing these, and she can just, you know, if once she's old enough to do tummy time, she can do tummy time too on these, so this is really good. Those are the things she'll be getting right away. Now for Christmas, I loved these when I was a kid. This is 6 to 36 months. Baby's first blocks, 10 colorful blocks to sort, stack, and drop. So it's like a box, and then at the top of the box there are holes of different shapes, and then you get the different shapes and you have to match the shape with the corresponding hole. And so I love these things. So now she's going to have one. She'll get this at Christmas time. And she'll be 4 months then, so she'll be able to use it depending on how advanced or whatever she is. She may be able to use it before, but they recommend 6 months and above. And then, since she already got some books and from the baby shower, I'm just going to give her these to her at Christmas as well. The Wheels on the Bus by Raffi, and then we've got Baby Beluga as well by Raffi, and The New Baby by Mercer Mayer. So, my symptoms this week and things that are pretty important. I have been nesting, as I said. As you can tell, things are going along. I'm getting pretty organized, which is weird because lately I'm not as organized as I used to be, but you can tell it's a nesting thing, and I'm preparing for my little girl. I had a throbbing ear almost every day this week, my right ear. Really, really annoying. I've been seeing those floaters still, not necessarily the light worms, the silver ones, but just the gray and dark, light gray and dark gray floaters floating around, really annoying. I went to see the eye doctor, and there's no tear in the retina, no detached retina, nothing serious. She dilated my pupils. At first I was a little scared about that because I've heard like that's not good because there's like a chance that the baby could, because it goes into my bloodstream and the baby could absorb that, and they don't know what the effects are. But it was a very low chance, and I've been having this eye problem for a long time, so I really needed to get it checked. And I'm ecstatic that I got it checked because there's nothing extremely serious. My vision was a little off. She did the 20/20 testing. I normally have 20/20 vision, but maybe because of the hormones and the pregnancy and so on and so forth, I messed up a couple of the letters, which is really weird for me when it's the smallest letters at the bottom of the chart. So that kind of sucked, but she wants me to come back after the pregnancy to do a normal, full-out, regular testing for my eyesight to make sure everything's going well. Because I'll be breastfeeding, she wants me to wait a little longer so that the hormones actually full-out drop. Baby's been getting hiccups like every day. It's pretty hilarious. I'll just be sitting here and I'll just start feeling little spasms, like almost as if she was like kicking me a bunch, but that's not what it is. She's hiccuping, it's adorable, but it feels kind of weird sometimes. She moves a bit more. I know a lot of people say that, you know, there's not as much moving because there's not as much room, but I don't find that. Like, I find, sure, she was moving for a long time, but you don't feel it as much because it's just little flutters and little this and that. So now I feel it more, so it feels like she's actually moving a lot more. I had a slightly painful leg, knee, and foot. I'm thinking some sciatica, but I don't know 100% sure. My next appointment I gotta make is with a physiotherapist, so whatever's going on with my movement and mobility will be taken care of on that end of the spectrum. I've had pelvic and vaginal pain and pressure. Like I said, it feels like sometimes somebody literally punched me in the vagina, and it does not feel good at all. And when I go to move, like my pelvis cracks and it hurts, and my hip on the left side, and like now when I go to turn sometimes, like my tailbone feels like it snaps. Oh, it's a mess, seriously. It's not fun. So I know like some of that might have come from the fact that a few years ago when we were hiking, I was having an anxiety attack because it was really humid and I wanted to get out of the woods, and there was just too many people around, and I was walking so fast that I finally got way ahead of these people, but and Matt was there. But anyway, there was a branch and I tripped over it, and like I heard my right hip like snap or make a noise, and it didn't feel right. Like I was kind of limping all the way out of the trail, and so I knew something happened. So I think that doesn't help with all these issues going on. Another thing is that it's been really humid and it's not so fun. I'm out of breath a lot. I can barely breathe. I'm talking. I don't have a fan on. I don't have the air conditioner right now, and so like I'm feeling really overwhelmed by feels like suffocation almost. I had right breast pain, and again I pooped out grapefruit, so that's really annoying. I love grapefruit, but apparently I'm not digesting it properly. I had some itchy allergy bumps on my boob. Very small, mind you, but still. It was next to a red dot that looked like a blood blister. I get a couple of those, so I'm wondering what those are. Does anybody know? Have you had a blood blister when you were pregnant? Did you find out what it was through an OB or a doctor? Please let me know in the comments below. Went swimming again and I felt weightless. Oh my god, it was so amazing. All the pain disappeared. I was able to have my mobility again. I could move, I could stretch without feeling anything in my pelvis. Oh my gosh. As soon as I got out of the pool, I felt like a brick. I've been getting a few Braxton Hicks contractions here and there. And this week, there were a couple days that I was stressed about Matt being he's been uncooperative. Like, he keeps saying, let's just wait to do this, let's just wait to do that. And like, I know that I could go anytime, and we need everything prepared so that we're not running around like chickens with their heads cut off at the last minute. And he's like not worrying about dust and all the stuff that we have in here, and I'm like, you're crazy to not worry about that. This is our daughter who has a very low immune system coming into this planet. We need to have it clean and sterile in here. I mean, not to the point where it's like, oh, let's put plastic over everything and let's, quarantine her. That's not what I mean. But it's gotta be at least decent. And so, like, we've got cats, we've got a lot of fur in here that has to be cleaned up and dust, and anyway, it's just really stressful when he gets like that. He's very unmotivated, and like, I don't like that he tends to like throw me into that. Like, if his parents were to ask, oh, did you do this? He'd be like, no, I didn't. And then they'd be like thinking, well, why didn't Lisa do it? But like, I can't do everything myself, like moving heavy things and doing all that, you know, like, he should be helping me. And, well, there's a should, I'm shitting on him, but he said he wanted to, he said he was ready, but it really annoys me that he just wants to put everything off. It's like he doesn't feel like it's real because there's no baby on the outside right now, and that's not good. I'm just going to say that scares me a little, because I want to make sure that, you know, I can only control that I'm a good mom. I can't control that he's going to be a good dad. I think he will be, but if he's anything like he is now, putting everything off, when she's sick, I don't want him being like, oh, we'll go tomorrow, we'll do this tomorrow, we'll do that tomorrow. Like, I can't have that. That ain't going to happen. So I can't wait until I can drive, because when I want errands done, they're going to get done. When I want to do stuff, they're going to get done. I've always been like that, and I kind of got into the trap of having to kind of just not do things because he wants to wait. So, yeah, from now on, that's how that's going to go. I've been going to bed earlier some days, and then some days not so much. And even the days that I went to bed early, I'd be up every couple of hours or every hour. And I've been really tired this week. It's been crazy. And then there's been days where I've had heartburn, but not really, really bad. Like last week, I forgot to mention in the vlog that I had really bad heartburn from tuna. So I have to stay away from tuna and like mayonnaise. Oh my god, it hurts. Like, I almost cried. I had some ginger ale to help it, and it did, and thank goodness I got rid of that heartburn. And then I stopped eating tuna, and now the heartburn's been little to none. I have itchy feet and an itchy ring finger again. I don't know if it's just eczema that's getting on my feet too, but I have to let the OB know when I go to see her next week. Like, there's little tiny, tiny red dots, and then when it starts getting itchy, they kind of poof up a little, especially when I start scratching, and I try not to, but it's so itchy. I've been really sweaty and tired, extremely tired. I'm guessing it's the humidity, but, I mean, and the pregnancy and so on and so forth, but it's just, it's ridiculous. I'll feel like I got enough sleep, and then like a few minutes later I'm tired again, or when I eat I'm tired, and I don't have diabetes, and I don't have gestational diabetes. So, like, obviously, because my digestive system is slowed, my digestive system gets kicked up, and it just conks me out, makes me want to sleep. And so I try not to sleep immediately after eating, but sometimes it happens. I may have been tired throughout the week, but I've been very motivated to get organized and clean, and I really like that. And another thing is that I've been going on a frequent basis, like pooping properly. That doesn't happen a lot. Like, it hasn't been diarrhea, it's been firm, and like not too firm, but firm, and it's just going a few times a day, so that's really good. I'm really happy about that. Then I freaking stubbed my toe, my pinky toe, one day this week. It's bruised and it's a little swollen. I don't think it's broken because I can move it and I can like touch it. To the touch it's a little painful, but not like extremely anymore. The pain is starting to go down. Oh, so crazy. I was getting out of bed and then I stubbed my toe. Mattress and this box spring were a little misaligned, and when I was getting out of bed, my pinky toe somehow caught the box spring, and it really hurt. I almost tripped, I almost fell, I swore because it hurt so bad. I was getting up to get the phone so that I could put it on the nightstand so that if someone calls in the morning, I don't have to like run out of bed after just, you know, waking up and be in a stupor. I'd rather just be able to grab, reach over, pick up the phone, say hello, you know, that kind of thing. But that hurt. Oh my gosh. I had an itchy feeling that night. I was really stressed out because our cats were going for surgery. This would have been Wednesday night. Really stressed out, tried to go to bed early, couldn't sleep. All I could think about was the cats. They were going in for dental work and they might have had to have extractions. Boots didn't have to have any. Paws had to have 4. That really stressed me out. I couldn't stop thinking about them being under anesthesia and all these like things hooked up to them and in them, and it was really bothering me. And I'm noticing that when I get itchy all over my body, it's because there's something really stressful going on or stressful happening the next day and I get itchy. So I'm wondering, because of the stress and the hormones, maybe it just makes me itchy. But I'll have to mention that to the OB as well and see what she thinks. I've been gassy and my tailbone hurts sometimes, and like I said, my bones are cracking. I've noticed that my toe skin right by the toenails is a little swollen and red, like especially on my left hand side, the left foot. I don't know what that is. It's really weird. And then it feels like I have an ingrown toenail in one of my toes. So that really makes me wonder. My appetite has been stepping up. Holy crap. When I'm hungry, I am hungry. I decided that I needed to have faith with regards to the cats. And once I finally started just believing they were going to be okay, I was able to finally get to sleep and the itching kind of subsided. And yeah, I actually napped twice Thursday, which was yesterday. That was pretty crazy. And today, so far, I've been having the floaters. It's really annoying, like it's happening right now. Usually happens when there's like light that comes in. I'm super sensitive to light or something. The eye doctor said she thinks it's something called an ophthalmic migraine that I'm having. She's ruled out a bunch of other things, but the thing is, when I looked it up, it said that ophthalmic migraines only target one eye, and this is both eyes. So I even told her that it affects both eyes. It's odd that she didn't listen to that. So that kind of makes me wonder, is she just diagnosing to diagnose? I don't like when doctors do that. It's just like IBS, it's the same thing. If you don't have anything else going on with your colon and da-da-da, it must be IBS. So, yeah, I don't know if it's ophthalmic migraines, but why would I be having a migraine almost every single day, a few times a day, since 2010? That doesn't make sense to me. Sporadically, like very sporadically, basically I'd say every couple of months I'll get a pain in my right kidney when I go to pee, but I've tested for no infection, so it's kind of interesting that something might be going on there. I'm pretty hormonal lately. When Boots got home, he's like, Paws has been really good. She's the one who had 4 teeth extracted, and she's been like pretty herself pretty much. Boots, on the other hand, can't seem to meow, so they must have had a tube or something down there, but he can like hiss because he's been like aggressive towards Paws since the surgeries, and he's kind of even aggressive towards us. He kind of hisses a little bit, but then he realizes he did wrong, and he comes up to me and he like rubs himself against me, and so I think he's just going through a lot of confusion. I went to pick him up because he wouldn't let Paws even walk by him without attacking her. So I picked him up, and I don't think he liked that. I think they must have been handling him a certain way that hurt his like his belly or his ribs, and I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but it seems to affect him. So anyway, he was fine when I sat on the couch with him, and was petting him, and then she was able to eat and walk by successfully without getting attacked. But when I went to stand up to get off the couch and to put him down, he attacked me, and he almost swiped my eye, and that just bothered me because Boots is not like that with me. So he's really stressed, and I started crying because I felt horrible, like he had to go through this procedure, and it's heartbreaking to see him like this and not even being able to meow. The vet called today to check up on them, so I'm hoping that within the next couple days all these issues clear up, but if they don't, they told me to call back, and then they'll prescribe something for Boots to help him calm down a little bit, because he can't be this aggressive and this upset once my baby comes along. He needs to be sensitive, and he needs to be okay with there being someone that I have to give my attention to 24/7. I'm kind of worried about that, but I feel for him at the same time. Then Matthew almost dropped a shelf full of my memories from the wedding, my graduation, and yes, like he says, they're just things and whatever, but they're extreme memories that I have of growing up, and it's just one little shelf with my trinkets and stuff on it and the baby's books. And he could have left it on there to move my dresser. It's on top of my dresser, but he was having trouble moving the dresser, so he's like, oh, I'm going to move this. And he didn't take anything off, and so of course it starts tipping and everything starts falling out of it, and I'm freaking out because I'm behind it, and I feel like it's all going to fall on me, and I'm telling him to stop, and he doesn't stop. Everything falls, a few things break, I scream, I'm pissed, I start bawling because I noticed he broke a few of the things on there from when I was younger, and I was like, you can't be this friggin' clumsy, and you can't be this uncareful about things. Like, when we have a child, you have to be extremely careful. You can't be careless. You know that if you tip a shelf that doesn't have a back, things are going to fall out the back of it, especially with your pregnant wife behind it. And it bothered me that he had a blatant disregard like that. And it's just different for him to be like that. I know he's stressed out about like work and different things. I know he's mentioned that he feels like he's not going to be a good dad and all this stuff, so maybe he's stressed out about that. But I mean, he's gotta relax. And then I've been experiencing some bloating and like extreme bloating. I'm not sure if it's because like she's growing or because I'm bloating or both. Well, obviously she's growing, but there's this like, oh, it just feels like there's no room left at all. Like, even if I were to start stretching and growing more, like, where's she gonna go? Like, it's pretty crazy. What to expect next week? For week 34, what's happening with your body? Your doctor will likely check your blood pressure at your prenatal visit to check for preeclampsia, condition that causes high blood pressure and protein in the urine. As you know, I got tested last week for those different things, and my blood pressure was okay last week, but as she said, especially after 36 weeks, preeclampsia can latch on. Fatigue, difficulty sleeping, and aches and pains may be hurdles this week, but the finish line is in sight. That's how I've been feeling already. You may be anxious about your delivery, yes. Instead, concentrate on your health and try to get enough physical activity in as possible. It will be helpful as the day becomes closer and closer. Now is a good time to begin mental preparation for the big day ahead. To get started, here's a quick lesson of the labor process. There are three stages of labor. The first is to open the cervix, the second is to push the baby out through the cervix, and the third is to expel the placenta. 6 weeks left, you're doing great. What's happening to your baby? Your baby is the size of a cantaloupe. My baby was the size of a cantaloupe many weeks ago, too, apparently. Your baby measures 17.7 inches long from head to heel and weighs almost 5 pounds. This is roughly the weight of a cantaloupe. His or her immune system continues to develop, getting strong in preparation for life outside your belly. It is important to get enough calcium this week because the baby is hardening its skeletal structure. Your baby will be fine if you do not get enough calcium, but you will not be because your baby will be taking the calcium from your own bones to supplement the development. So be sure to get extra calcium in prenatal vitamin and food form for the both of you. So, good to know. That's awesome. So anyway, that's it for this week. I know it's a lot, and this was a long one. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening wherever you are, and a great weekend. Namaste.